A very warm welcome everyone. My name is Nick, we're on Pinball FX3 on the PlayStation 4, also come out on Steam and Xbox One and all those. But we're looking at the second table in the Star Wars The Last Jedi pack. Two tables in this one. Last week we reviewed the main table, The Last Jedi. This time we go to Ahch-To Island where Luke Skywalker will be training Rey What's-Her-Face. She must go through various bits and bobs learning her craft. There's the caretakers on this island and the puffins, which have been CGI'd to look like porks.
Something inside me has always been there.
Yeah, me too. It's probably indigestion, to be honest with you. The diet on this island is not particularly good. Luke Skywalker quite often drinks weird milk from odd creatures, which is green and disgusting.
I dreamt about this place.
Okay, so here's the playfield. There's three minigames to unlock in this one. Luke, Chewie and Rey. There's Millennium Falcon in the middle. Lots of curvy little ramps. If you watch the film, you might recognise bits of this. It's that old Jedi island which Luke has gone in hiding, and Rey's found him and he's fun's over for a bit. Lots of flippers on this one, bonuses to activate. This is literally my first go, so we'll see how we go. There's those porgs there. Are they puffins? No, they are CGI'd into porgs. It's very atmospheric, this. I think music's going to start when the game starts there. There's Chewbacca, Rey, R2-D2 is in almost every film. He's even in Rogue One. There's some woman there. Caretakers or whatever they are. Right, R2-D2 launches the ball. Off we go. So, two flippers at the bottom. You see there's a mid-flipper up the left there. We can use that to go up that ramp on the right, but hopefully it becomes apparent. There's Rey there, speaking to Luke. Please train me in the Force, I don't know what's going on, she says. Well, she's the most powerful Jedi I've ever seen in these films. God knows what she's going to be like in Episode 9. Will she be in the new trilogy, Beyond 9? Well, I don't think she will. Right, come on Nick, do a half-decent effort here. Hopefully we unlock something, but it does look jolly pretty. See outside, either side of the table, the scenery there, the lakes and well, the sea.
You know nothing about this.
You know nothing about this? Well, I wasn't really the first to say it. I know a bit about it. 2018 this come out, Zen Studios. Boom. Good value for money, these tables. I always like them. This initially looks more fun to play than the first table, although the first table was pretty cool. I still need to play them a bit more to get the best out of them. There's Chewbacca on the left there sitting next to a fire.
Everything that's happened led me to this place.
Good.
This is not going to go the way you think.
Okay. I think that's... Oh, excuse me. I think that's Mark Hamill's actual voice, isn't it? I believe Chewbacca's going to stand up and start dancing at some point next to that fire. He's quite young in this. No, he's not. He's quite old. He's quite young in the Han Solo film that's coming out. Beep, beep, beep. One of the modes I imagine will be the Millennium Falcon. We'll zoom out a bit later on. The Millennium Falcon is parked next to the table. Launch R2. Grr. Yeah. In Star Wars A New Hope, if when they launched that pod to escape from Yavin 4 at the start there, with C-3PO and R2-D2, if the gunner had just shot the pod, instead of them saying, no, leave it, it's droids, or it's probably short-circuited, they could have saved themselves a whole lot of trouble and won the war. But there you go, little things. Listen to what Rey's saying, she will give you clues of what to do. I've lost one ball already. The music is pretty epic. If you have this table, let me know. As always, I don't get too much time to go on the PlayStation 4 because mostly I'm retro gaming. But if you want to compare your scores against mine, then my handle on PlayStation 4 Network is njenkins7. When I see you on there, I'll probably accept. Hooray! That's like a spinny thing. I wonder if we can make that turn around in the middle there. A spinning disc.
A caretaker.
Where? I hope he's not the caretaker from Grange Hill. I don't think it is. I don't think he made it. Talking about Grange Hill characters in Star Wars, Mr. Bronson, you know, that man with the wig, if you're familiar with Grange Hill, was in Empire Strikes Back.
Where are you going?
As Admiral, was it Osso or Orson? One of those. Let me know. I did know it. I seem to have forgotten. That Millennium Falcon has got a few miles on the clock. I don't think it can go much longer before it needs a service, is it? It's like the Model T Ford of spaceships.
This will keep me safe for a while.
Good. You'll notice with all these Zen Pinball 2 table or FX3 tables now, on the top right there'll be things to unlock there, and we can use them to boost certain scores. So once you've had a few goes, select which ones you want. I think you can select about 3, and that might be the distance the ball travelled bonus, or skill shot bonus, a variety of things, or the kickouts last longer. And yeah, that's how you get the big scores on this. You're not going to get a big score straight away. Hopefully I can get some kind of multi-ball going, because that's when it gets the most fun. But I'm not unlocking a great deal at the moment, and that's not going to help matters a great deal. I'm not sure this music's directly from Star Wars The Last Jedi, or it's just an amalgamation of it. But it's jolly atmospheric.
Be patient.
I'll try to be patient, yes. Now look to see what's flashing on the table. That gives you an indication of what to hit. The ramps on... oh no. Ball save.
Push your luck.
The ramps on the right seem to be lit up every now and again, so I think we need to get somewhere there. I don't know how Luke was surviving on this island just drinking that green milk stuff. Horrible. And other stuff he ate, but we won't go into that. There was no tuck shop here, no chocolate or vending machines. He could have gone anywhere in the whole of the galaxy, but went here. He thought no one could find him here. But you know, with sat-nav and stuff, I'm sure someone could have found him. Jedi Masters, eh? But it's time for the Jedi to end. Or is it? I miss the Sith. I used to love the Sith idea, always the power of 2 in the original Star Wars films, and indeed the prequels. But they seem to have deserted the Sith idea, don't they? Kylo Ren's not a Sith. Oh, look at that! 3 million. We did something
Over
clever.
the right chasm. Won't be a problem.
Won't be a problem.
Reach out.
So the idea of these gameplays... oh, there we go, right. Chewie, Rey or Luke? Let's do Luke. Now the idea of these gameplays is to show you a little bit how the game plays. If you're on a bit of a tight budget and you want to know what the table plays like, what to expect, and hopefully it gives you a bit of an indication. You might be someone that buys all the tables, but you know, it's nice to play them and compare them and share the thoughts here.
I can't train.
Now I presume there's quite a few mini games on this beyond the Leo, Rey and the Chewie missions. If you've unlocked any of those, let me know, because I probably won't unlock all of them. Be nice for everyone else to know what sort of stuff comes up as well. But I think there might be a Millennium Falcon flying around at some stage. If there is, let me know, and have you unlocked it.
That's a big one.
Right, she was doing some training up there. There's Luke with a big stick. We've got to hit everything that's lit up there. You might see lights just between the ramps. No! Oh, I thought I was going to lose that there. And then Luke will start doing stuff. Nudge the table if you think the ball's going to go out of play or drain at any point. Chewbacca's still looking not very impressed.
Gotcha.
But he is quite old now. Right, a hologram turned up. Duh, 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 duh.
Ah, good catch.
Thank you. I think he's fishing for something. Yes, that must be something. Boom.
Another one.
Come on, this... oh, no!
You'll do better next time.
We will do better next time. Is that it? That puts me in a quandary, because we've been playing less than 10 minutes, and I like these reviews to last about 10 or so to 12 minutes. Looks like we're going to have another go as R2 buzzes off. Yeah, we might have to have another go at this, so this review might be longer than usual. If it goes on too long, we might have to pre-end it. But there's those hamsters there with their costumes on. I don't think they are hamsters, are they? There's the best ventriloquist woman you've ever seen with a wetsuit on. Congratulations, those new rewards. If I wanted to, I could activate the upgrades, but let's forget about that. Let's just jump into another game. 27 million? I think I've got one friend so far that's got this table as well.
Something
just to get you a bit of a
inside me has always been
comparison.
there.
He's on about 200 million, so I need a lot more practice. He's probably unlocked some of the missions and got mega points for doing them. Right, get it onto that ramp
Is that
there.
the Millennium Falcon?
Always remember,
This way.
breathe.
I better be careful.
I am enjoying the
May not
music of
noticed.
this.
Yes, there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to come back to this table quite a lot, to be honest with you. It's one of the better Star Wars tables. It just looks so organic. Good stuff. Look at the graphics on those walls either side, or rock faces. Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of gems in this one to find out about. It's probably better than the film, to be honest with you. Do check out the other table, The Last Jedi, if you haven't already, that I reviewed last week at time of recording. It's a good value pack. I think it costs about £5 in English money. There's Millennium Falcon there on the left. See that?
May not have noticed.
May not have noticed. We'll muck about with some of the views. I find that first view easier to use, but this one, at least you can see the whole of the table there. Might do a chase view in a minute. There we go.
I need to focus.
Oh, that worked well. See, mucking about the views. Lightsaber down the bottom between the flippers. Don't know if that turns on at any point. Dun 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 dun. Right, let's follow it around. Very tricky to play the game like this, but probably looks better as a spectacle. Don't get dizzy. Oh god, stand up porks, they are getting dizzy.
There. Caretakers are very gentle creatures.
Yes.
Generous also.
Oh, they really?
Now it is
I might
time
ask one for a small bridging loan.
You can't train with an empty stomach.
You can't train on an empty stomach. I'd give it a go. If you ever go around Luke Skywalker's place, say that you bring packed lunch. Say that you're not hungry.
I remember that.
His food's not great. I think he got into bad habits when he was trained himself on Dagobah, where Yoda cooked all that stew stuff that he found in some hole somewhere.
Gotcha.
These Jedi Masters have got some strange notions. You won't catch them eating a pizza or any fancy food.
That's a big one.
Thanks. I don't know what he's referring to.
Yes. I thought differently then.
Yeah, you did. You were so full of hope, Luke. In those original films,
Good catch.
you were so full of hope. Now you're just a miserable man with regrets and stuff. It's a shame, sir. I liked it how it ended on Return of the Jedi with a picture of him on Endor, Han Solo. They posted that group picture and they all looked jolly happy and you thought, yeah, they're going to have good lives. It all ends happily ever after, but it turns out they didn't. What I'd like to see on this table, I don't know if it does it, is a change of light. It's to go into nighttime mode. That would be quite cool. Well, I haven't unlocked a great deal. We went on the Luke Skywalker mission, 6 million. Oh, there we go. Right, multi-ball. 2 balls at the same time.
That should bridge the left chasm.
Over the
Should
right
it?
chasm. Won't be a problem.
Right, we're on some sort of mode here. When it flashes shoot again, that's a ball save. That means if it drains either side or down the middle, you get the ball back again. That light is going to go out eventually. It gives you a chance to learn certain bits, so it's not so hard. Like the real life tables, represented by Pinball Arcade, those sort of like kickbacks or ball saves don't last particularly long, because real life tables are born to take your money. This one they can afford to give you more of a go, because it's well, it doesn't got to produce money, has it? You just download it and you're away. Look at that, I'm really hitting the flipper's bag to try and get that spinner going. I don't know if we need to warm that up or something, but I'm really giving that good old. We're not getting many points though, but it's sure making me dizzy. 1.5 million. I don't think we're going to get up to 200 million that one of our friends on here has got. Or will we? No, we won't. We haven't got time for that sort of thing. Use the Force,
It's
Luke.
not that simple.
So Yoda
I
trained
can hear
Luke.
you.
Luke trained Rey. But who trained Yoda? Who trained Yoda? It's probably in the expanded EU, isn't it? Let me know who trained Yoda. Mr. Bean? Someone that talks funny anyway.
Incredible.
Incredible.
This will
See,
keep
look,
you safe
you
for a
see
while.
there, you
You
can
made
see
the right
waves
choice.
coming in,
Thank
so
you.
it is
You must remember
animated.
who you were.
This
See?
is not going to go the way you think.
It doesn't normally, Luke. It doesn't normally. But he doesn't know. A bird flew past then. He doesn't know how I think it's going to go. There's Rey jumping up the table for reasons unknown. She's losing her balance a bit. Perhaps it's a bit windy. Right. I hope you've been looking at the video display on the left. That's been telling me stuff I've been unlocking. Da, da, da. Please make a Batman table. I keep saying it. They probably won't. Batman. I mean, the Michael Keaton Batman. That's the one I want to see. Da, da, da. And Tomb Raider as well. Right, follow that ball. Follow it. Don't get dizzy.
Don't let this hold you back.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do much longer. Is that my last ball? Look at the lights going up and down the table. Nice flash there. Good stuff. If you're watching this and you played all the Star Wars tables, what is your favourite one? I mean, Empire Strikes Back was good. I particularly like, well, yeah, I liked the Clone Wars. That was quite good. But I love the design of this table. This is quite nifty. They just get better and better, these. Can't wait to see what they come up with next. There is already a Han Solo table, so have a look at that. I have reviewed that, I think, on the PlayStation 3, I think. So it makes me wonder, are they going to do a young Han Solo table as well, or just leave it be? I mean, Han Solo is one of the Star Wars standalone films. Rogue One was a standalone film, and they certainly made a table of that. So that sounds promising to me. If you're into Star Wars, this is a good one to buy. If you're into pinball, it's a good one to buy. If you're into both of those, well, it's a superb one to buy. Millennium Falcon still hasn't taken off. Bit of cliff erosion and it might fall into the sea. There's Rey doing a bit of lightsaber work with Luke's old lightsaber from Empire Strikes Back and A New Hope, I think. And before that, I think Darth Vader owned it, or when he was Anakin Skywalker. I know my history. Right, okay.
Keep your balance.
Keep your balance. Train. Right, hit everything on the table. We've got to get her through another training session, folks. Every time it flashes out 1,000,000, we've hit a special bit of the table.
Get to the hatchway now.
What do you see?
Right, come on. We must almost do this for a mega bonus. Come on. You've only got a certain amount of time, which I think we've almost run out of.
Good. You're catching up fast.
Yeah, good. You're catching up first, Rey.
Just
What is going to happen in Star Wars Episode 9 anyway? I mean, I like The Force Awakens. That was a good film. Many people thought it borrowed too much from the originals, but I saw it as a film setting up events that were going to happen in 8 and 9.
You'll do better
And I thought it stood alone quite well. And then Episode 8 comes along, and it absolutely kills it. It doesn't pick up on any of the things they took ages building up. I was a little bit disappointed. But J.J. Abrams is back for Episode 9. He's got to rescue it. So maybe it'll make sense. And they killed Snoke as well. Why'd they do that? I don't know. They gave him such a big mysterious billing in the first one, and then the second one, yeah.
keep your balance.
Well, what was that? Something just happened. Get back, Rey. Right. Boom. Boom, boom. Yoda's in the room. And Yoda's Force Ghost in that film. He can actually move stuff. What was going on there? When you're dead, but when you're a Yoda, it seems like you live forever. I mean, he's a bit greedy. He had 900 and so years. Why does he need to come back as a Force Ghost for another 100 or so years? Or even more? Oh, that's it, is it? Okie dokie. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Pinball FX3, Star Wars, Acto Island. Thanks for watching that one as always. Got any comments about this game, any of the Star Wars pinball tables, or anything gaming related, then you're more than welcome to put that below. Until next time, take great care of yourself and have very fun. Goodbye.
Goodbye.